world. We really loved each other. There was a time we really were two people who just kind of fell in love and were together, and it didn't work out. And I mean, I guess it went, no, I mean, for me it was a little more gradual. You know, I realized that it was something that
it wasn't
right for me.
Scene, because a lot of people said,
he had that trouble and you left. For a year after that.
Yeah.
The recent court proceedings involving Jennifer Lopez and her alleged connection to Sean Diddy Combs have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, unraveling a complex web of relationships and accusations that span decades. What initially appeared as separate legal challenges has morphed into a dramatic narrative linking two of music's most prominent figures in ways neither could have anticipated. The case centers around allegations that Lopez, during her high-profile relationship with Diddy in the late 1990s, may have been aware of or complicit in activities that are now under federal investigation. This revelation emerged through a series of testimonies and documents released during pre-trial hearings, where Lopez's name surfaced repeatedly in connection with events from 25 years ago. The courtroom drama intensified when prosecutors presented evidence suggesting Lopez had attended several meetings between Diddy and various industry executives during their relationship period. These gatherings, previously thought to be standard business discussions, are now being scrutinized for potentially serving dual purposes. The prosecution claims these meetings might have facilitated information exchanges between Diddy and federal authorities, though Lopez's exact role remains unclear. Her presence at these events has raised questions about what she knew and when, particularly regarding alleged efforts to disrupt independent distribution networks within the music industry. What makes this case particularly sensational is how it intertwines personal relationships with professional dealings. During the late 1990s, Lopez was not just Diddy's romantic partner, but also an emerging artist navigating the complexities of the music industry. Their relationship coincided with significant shifts in power dynamics within hip-hop, including attempts by influential figures like Dame Dash and Irv Gotti to establish independent distribution channels. The prosecution argues that Lopez's proximity to these events places her in a unique position to shed light on activities that were previously shrouded in mystery. The unfolding drama has captivated public attention, not only because of the celebrity names involved, but also due to its implications for the broader music industry. As details emerge about alleged collaborations between industry leaders and federal authorities, questions arise about how these relationships influenced major business decisions and market movements. Lopez's involvement, whether direct or peripheral, threatens to expose sensitive information about practices that have long operated in grey areas between legitimate business and regulatory compliance. The case has become a focal point for examining how personal connections can transcend traditional boundaries, creating both opportunities and vulnerabilities within the entertainment sector. As the legal proceedings continue, the intersection of Lopez's personal life with these professional allegations creates a perfect storm of media attention and public speculation. Every detail revealed in court is dissected by analysts and fans alike, trying to piece together how one of pop's biggest stars became entangled in allegations reaching far beyond typical celebrity scandals. The outcome of this case could redefine how we understand the interplay between personal relationships and corporate strategies within the music industry, making it one of the most closely watched legal battles in recent entertainment history. Jennifer Lopez's relationship with Sean Diddy Combs, once celebrated as a glamorous Hollywood romance, has taken on new dimensions in light of the ongoing legal proceedings. Their partnership, which began in 1999 and lasted approximately 2 years, occurred during a pivotal moment in both their careers. At the time, Lopez was transitioning from her successful acting career into the music industry, while Diddy was solidifying his position as one of hip-hop's most powerful moguls. This convergence of their professional trajectories created numerous opportunities for collaboration, but also placed them at the center of complex industry dynamics that are now under intense scrutiny. During their relationship, Lopez and Diddy were frequently seen attending high-profile industry events and private gatherings that brought together key players from various sectors of the entertainment world. These events, often dismissed as typical social functions for celebrities of their stature, are now being re-examined for their potential significance in facilitating strategic business discussions. According to court documents, several of these gatherings included executives from major record labels, distribution companies, and other influential industry figures. The prosecution claims these meetings served dual purposes, functioning as both social events and covert strategy sessions regarding industry consolidation efforts. Lopez's position within this network was particularly unique. As a rising star in the music industry, she benefited from Diddy's extensive connections and expertise, gaining access to resources and opportunities that accelerated her transition from actress to recording artist. However, this proximity also meant she was present during discussions about major industry developments, including controversial attempts to prevent the formation of independent distribution networks. The defense maintains that Lopez's attendance at these events was purely coincidental and related to her relationship with Diddy rather than any professional involvement. Yet, witnesses have testified about her active participation in conversations about industry matters, challenging the notion that her presence was merely incidental. The complexity of their relationship extends beyond mere attendance at industry events. Court documents reveal that Lopez accompanied Diddy on numerous trips to New York during their relationship, including visits to locations that are now known to House federal offices. While no direct evidence links Lopez to specific informant activities, her consistent presence during periods of significant industry upheaval raises important questions about her awareness of certain operations. The prosecution has pointed to several instances where Lopez reportedly asked questions about business strategies discussed during these trips, demonstrating more than casual interest in industry matters. Their professional collaboration extended into creative ventures as well, with Diddy playing a crucial role in launching Lopez's music career through his Bad Boy Records label. This professional partnership created additional layers to their relationship, blurring the lines between personal and business interactions. Industry insiders have testified about observing numerous strategy sessions, where both Lopez and Diddy actively participated in discussions about market positioning, distribution channels, and competitive analysis. These sessions, originally considered standard business practice, now appear in a different light given the context of the current allegations. The timing of their relationship coincides with several significant industry disruptions, including attempts by influential figures like Dame Dash and Irv Gotti to create alternative distribution models. Court documents suggest that Lopez was aware of these developments and participated in discussions about their potential impact on the industry landscape. While her level of involvement remains contested, multiple witnesses have confirmed her presence during critical conversations about how to respond to these independent initiatives. The defense argues that Lopez's participation was limited to general industry knowledge gained through her association with Diddy, while the prosecution suggests her understanding went deeper. Perhaps most intriguing is how their relationship evolved after their romantic split in 2001. Despite ending their personal relationship, Lopez and Diddy maintained professional ties, collaborating on various projects and continuing to attend industry events together. This ongoing connection kept Lopez within the orbit of developments that are now central to the legal proceedings. The continuity of their professional relationship, even after their personal separation, adds another layer of complexity to understanding Lopez's potential involvement in matters currently under investigation. The nature of Lopez and Diddy's relationship also intersected with broader industry trends during the late 1990s and early 2000s, a period marked by significant changes in how music was distributed and consumed. Their combined influence helped shape certain market strategies that are now being examined for potential regulatory violations. The prosecution has highlighted how their collaborative efforts extended beyond individual projects to influence broader industry practices, including approaches to market competition and distribution rights. This aspect of their relationship demonstrates how personal connections can significantly impact professional landscapes, creating ripple effects that extend far beyond immediate business interests. As the legal proceedings unfold, the intricate web connecting Jennifer Lopez to Sean Diddy Combs reveals itself as far more complex than a simple celebrity romance. Their relationship served as a nexus point where personal affection, professional ambition, and industry politics converged, creating a dynamic that continues to resonate through the music industry today. The challenge facing the court lies in untangling these threads to determine the extent of Lopez's involvement in matters that extend far beyond the scope of their romantic relationship. The allegations surrounding Diddy's alleged informant activities have cast a long shadow over the music industry, revealing a complex network of relationships and transactions that extend far beyond his individual actions. Central to these allegations is Rule 40, a federal regulation that requires individuals working with law enforcement to maintain regular contact with their assigned agents. Court documents indicate that Diddy was allegedly bound by this rule during the late 1990s, requiring him to meet periodically with federal authorities in Washington, D.C. His failure to appear for scheduled meetings reportedly led to his arrest by New York-based agents, though all charges were eventually dismissed and sealed. This sequence of events, while officially resolved, has become a focal point in understanding the broader implications of Diddy's alleged cooperation with federal agencies. The scope of Diddy's purported informant activities appears to have extended into critical industry matters, particularly concerning attempts to establish independent distribution networks. Testimony suggests that he provided information about meetings between influential figures such as Suge Knight, Dame Dash, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince, who were allegedly planning to create a major distribution company. According to witnesses, Diddy reportedly warned federal authorities about these plans, claiming they represented an attempt to monopolize the music industry's distribution channels. This alleged intervention coincided with a series of federal investigations into various independent ventures, leading to increased scrutiny of distribution initiatives across the industry. Particularly noteworthy is how these alleged informant activities intersected with Diddy's professional relationships and business dealings. Court documents reveal that during the same period, he was allegedly providing information to federal authorities. Diddy was actively involved in negotiations and partnerships with many of the same individuals he reportedly informed on. This duality created a complex web of trust and betrayal within the industry, where business partners were simultaneously collaborators and subjects of federal interest. The prosecution argues that this arrangement allowed Diddy to maintain influence while gathering intelligence on competitors' strategies and initiatives. The impact of these alleged activities on the music industry's landscape has been profound and lasting. Major distribution deals that were in development during the late 1990s and early 2000s faced unexpected obstacles, with several high-profile ventures collapsing under the weight of regulatory scrutiny. Witnesses have testified about observing patterns where promising independent initiatives would suddenly encounter insurmountable legal or financial challenges, often coinciding with periods of increased federal attention. The defense maintains these were unrelated occurrences, but the prosecution presents them as part of a coordinated effort to maintain control over industry structures. Diddy's alleged role as an informant also reportedly influenced his approach to business negotiations and partnerships. Industry insiders have described how he would sometimes use subtle references to federal connections during discussions, creating an atmosphere of caution among potential collaborators. These tactics, whether real or perceived, contributed to shaping market dynamics and influencing decision-making processes throughout the industry. The prosecution argues that this strategic positioning allowed Diddy to navigate complex business environments while maintaining leverage over competitors and partners alike. The documentation supporting these allegations includes detailed accounts from multiple sources, including Kirk Burroughs, who claims to possess extensive records from both the FBI and DEA detailing Diddy's alleged activities. While these documents remain largely sealed, excerpts presented in court suggest a systematic approach to gathering and sharing information about industry movements. The prosecution emphasizes that this wasn't a single instance of cooperation, but rather an ongoing relationship that influenced numerous business decisions and market developments over several years. Perhaps most significant is how these alleged activities affected the careers of emerging